Greenhouse stove is loaded up, cranking. Just thought I'd get a shot of the smokestack. So I think what I'm going to do is make a level spot here and connect into the water line here. At least I think I'm going to. I might not even connect to the water line for now. So I have to dig back into where the junction point is here to do that. It might just be easier to set the tank, fill it with a hose for now. So I went down and looked at the ram pump, and we got some pressure leaks on the ram pump. So that needs some repair work, so that's a whole nother project, so that ain't happening today. So really just need to get set up with a good water reserve supply for winter for the greenhouse. So if I can get this tank placed, insulated, set up and filled, we'll be good. Hopefully it doesn't have any leaks. Hopefully. Oh, the challenges just don't end this year, do they? Went to connect to the greenhouse Pi today. No response. Finally went out to reset it and reboot it, and it goes to reboot and doesn't reboot because the hard drive crashed. So I don't know if I even mentioned in my videos I put a spinner drive in it, and the drive died, and I hadn't had a chance to back up any of the new software or scripts that I wrote. I did have the database backed up, so at least that much. So I have another hard drive that was in my laptop, and that laptop is so slow it's just pointless to have it in there. So I'm going to wipe this drive and stick it in the enclosure, and hopefully this will replace it. Fortunately, I did have the old, before I switched over to spinner hard drive, I had the old OS on the SIM card. So I just plugged that back in and booted up off of that, and uploaded the database that I dumped, the database backup that I dumped last night and saved to the Pi, and imported that. So at least we didn't lose everything, but man, I was trying to gain some ground today on a whole nother project, and this is eating some time and energy. Anyway. The old weather station receiver going here. You can see it's pretty nice out. And you can see I brought the Pi back online, brought the charts back up. But, of course, my new sensors and code that were added for BTUs and data collection, all missing. And I don't remember if I downloaded a backup of that script yet, so I'll have to take a dig and see if I can find it. If I can't, then I have to rewrite all that code as well. So, that's fun. Anyway, just thought I would share a quick update. Some days just are extremely challenging. Gotta rise to the occasion and keep swinging. New 100 gigabyte 7200 RPM hard drive from the laptop. Back in the enclosure, plugged into USB 3, got G-parted up, unmounting the partition, and then I'll go about cloning it. Meanwhile, I have to go and get the greenhouse furnace started because I'm late on that because it's 6:05 and it's starting to get a little cool in here. Not too bad though, fortunately. Next. Yeah. Rarely show the firebox before I stir it up, but that's what's left of the firewood from last night. There's a coal bed in there, hiding under the ashes. So what I usually do is stir the coal bed up and just fire it back up. But you can see the ashes are pretty deep in here tonight, so I'm going to actually clean out the ashes, then I'll stir it up and fire it up. Alright, cleaned out. Nice little coal bed in there that I left. Split some ash and threw in, and that's green ash, by the way. Let's box that heat up. Throw some air at it. That'll go. On to the next task, because what I was trying to do before was get this water tank set up. Speaking of that, had to go down to the hardware store to get a 2-inch coupling to hook up this tank for the new configuration I'm setting up. And you can't get a plastic coupling, even in Schedule 80 at Williams, in 2-inch, threaded both sides. You can get slip times thread. So I had to get 2 slip times thread. Now I got to find a piece of pipe. Hope I have some good PVC glue and glue them together to make the coupling I need. Like I said, one of those days where the challenges just keep coming at you. So of course, while we're in here, since I did a major full upgrade on the operating system, I figure I might as well do the full upgrade on the SD card, install the rtl-sdr software and all the other pieces that I've upgraded since I moved over to the USB drive, so at least we're up to that point on the backup drive. Eventually I'll get to a point where I rsync to another drive or run mirrored drives or something like that. But for now, you know, you gotta save yourself time whenever you can. I'm kicking myself for not getting backups downloaded from the Pi and all the new scripts that I wrote. I'll figure it out. It's not a big deal, but it's just a pain. And while you think about that, think about this. A revolver holds 6 bullets, not 8. Name the movie that was from. It's a quote from a movie. On a serious note, I got the tank all mostly flushed out. Moved over here. I inspected it as best I could without filling it. Does not appear to have any leaks from the overpressure issue I had over the summer. You can see the tank cage bulged out pretty significantly, and I guess I'll show you. Even on the bottom, it bulged out a little bit. What happened was one of the other valves was off, and I had the foliar pump going, which puts out about 5 gallons a minute, and it put a lot of pressure on this tank, so it bulged everything up. But I think the tank is still intact, and I'm going to try my best to figure out a way to place it in here on the end of the greenhouse. I'll probably dig down into the wood chips here and try and get it to kind of flush up to this frame. I'll probably set it on some sort of a pallet, and then I have a bunch of 4-inch insulation. I'll probably surround it mostly in that, and then pack a whole bunch of wood chips in around that, so we have a big heavy insulation barrier. And then I'll figure out how I'm going to fill. I'll probably just run a T off of the existing T that comes into the greenhouse. I'll just run a connector off of that to fill it with, and then I may put in some sort of a circulation system depending on how well this tank holds water temperature, because I don't want it to freeze and then not be able to get at it. So I may I may put some sort of a secondary circulation system off the thermal mass system just to keep this water at a non-freezing temperature. But those are all logistics to work out after I work out tank placement. So there's that. So I'm working on that. At the same time, I'm working on rebuilding the Raspberry Pi. So such is life, huh? Anyway, I think I got a basic idea of this figured out, but I'm going to actually get on this for a few minutes and see if I can't hash out the rest of the plan. Just thought I'd share what's going on today. Okay, after a little digging, measuring, and screwing around, just a little bit of 3D modeling. Probably going to come back in and pull the tank and the pallet off and fill just a little bit and press with the bucket in here so this settles good. That's not too bad, I guess. So then the only other thing I got to do here now is figure out how I'm going to enclose this with insulation and then seal it with something. I don't know if I have a big enough tarp for that. I don't think I have enough leftover greenhouse plastic anymore, so I have to work that out as well. But making progress. I'm getting there. I would just keep this in the greenhouse, but it just takes so much space up, and it's a pain because I have to take the door off every time to get it in and out. So figured I would try something different this year and have a little more space in the greenhouse. We'll see how it all comes together. Alright, I reinstalled all the prerequisites for the SDR receiver, and now I'm installing the GQRX package so I can actually look at the receiver directly in a nice visual interface. And while you think about that, think about this. I got a package in the mail today. It's a t-shirt from the Paranormal Portal, which I won by calling into the portal. So thank you to Brent and Don and the Paranormal Portal family. I'm going to throw this on quick and show it off. I guess I'll just mention it is, as of yet, unopened. So, pardon the shaky camera work. I don't have 4 hands. So this is the shirt. I'll put it on and then I'll show it to you. But I'm really stoked to have a shirt with the Paranormal Portal logo on it. So thank you to Brent and Don, and thanks to the whole Paranormal Portal family. Really enjoy you guys' company and perspective and intelligence. Alright, there it is. The Paranormal Portal. If you haven't checked out the Paranormal Portal, go check it out. It's an awesome channel. Paranormal Portal on YouTube. And they are a co-host on TFR. They're on Fridays and Saturdays. Most of their shows start at 7 p.m. Pacific or 10 p.m. Eastern. Check it out. They explore all sorts of ghosts and UFOs and Sasquatch and aerial phenomenons. Every kind of weird paranormal thing you can imagine. They explore it, they talk about it, and it's always a really interesting show. And Brent and Don run a great show, so I hope you'll go check it out. Thanks, Brent and Don, for the new t-shirt. Much appreciated. I will wear it with pride. Alright, I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching the Pharmacy Seeds Network.